Okay, so in this video I'm just going to show you how to run a mixed design. So you are going to go up here to Analyze, you're going to go to General Linear Model, and you're going to go to Repeated Measures. Okay, so within Subject Factor, so this is our repeated measures. So our repeated measure, I'm just going to call them the same as what I have them here. So I've got looks, and I said that there are 3 levels, and I'm going to click Add. And I'm going to use the same terminology that Andy uses, and he uses charisma, which is the same thing as personality. I'll just put personality here so that it looks the same. And we said we've got 3 levels. All right. Oh, okay. It's going to not let me do personality. So let's just leave that as charisma. Okay. Okay, so I'm not putting dating strategy here because your dating strategy is like a grouping variable. Okay, so I'm going to click Define. And in this case, I am going to move all of these variables except dating strategy, okay, because the dating strategy is the between subjects factor. Select all of those. I'm going to move those over. Okay, so you should have, this is looks, so an attractive, high charisma. This one should have average looks, high charisma. All right, so looks and charisma. And so our between subjects factors is our grouping variable. So I'm going to click on my dating and I'm going to move that into my between subjects. Okay, so that's our data set up right there. And so what we want to do is we want to look at contrast, because our contrasts then compare our repeated measures. So we're not going to use polynomial. You're going to use a simple contrast. So you're going to click on simple and make sure you click change. Charisma, you're going to make that simple. And you're going to click change. And your strategy is going to be simple. And you're going to click change. Okay, so Andy goes into the book a little bit talking about what's your reference category. All right. And the way that he has his data set up, you have to decide when you're doing contrast, what are you going to compare against? So I'm going to compare attractive to average and unattractive to average, all right, on the looks. And the charisma, we're going to compare some charisma, that's going to be our reference category, to high charisma and that person, which is a Delvid. So that's our simple. Our reference category is going to be last, and we're going to click continue. All right, he also talks about doing plots. All right, and so here we've got looks. I believe he puts looks into our horizontal axis. All right, and you're going to put charisma as your separate lines. And then we're going to do strategy as separate plot. All right, so it's going to have a hard to get plot that's going to look at charisma and looks. And then you're going to have a separate plot that's going to look at normal and charisma and looks. And we make sure you want to click add and then also include your error bars. All right, I'm going to move this up so you can see. I'm going to click continue. And that's everything. I think there's some options here. You could do descriptive stats, which you will use to describe your data. And we're going to click continue. And we're going to click OK. And you're going to get a whole lot of data. I just want to show you down on the bottom if I can. I'm going to come back to this on the next video. But I want to show you. So here's one plot, and this is what I was talking about. So this is the plot for normal, and then this is the plot for, move this down, for hard to get. So that's how you get 2 different plots. But I will go through this explanation of this data on the next presentation.